Can mods save Starfield? Let's find out.
Now this gives me the wonderment of space. Look at those planets. My God, they're just... Oh my.
Those are good planets. I mean, what did you honestly expect from a BeTheZdA game getting modded? This is exactly what I expected. Literally 0 regrets. It's good. Stop pretending that wasn't expected.
This is
It's the future. And
this
it's
is
beautiful.
why people. Oh, well, you know what? You know, all of this, the controversy about the game. Oh, well, it's not the same, and you know, the starting soon screen isn't that good. I'm starting to disagree with that.
So round and soft and supple. God, I just want to
Probably.
explore her Milky Way. I mean, the Milky Way. In fact, I thought this was so immersive that I even got his pause screen replacement as well. You know, whenever I'm in a tense, hard situation, I pause the game.
Oh my fucking god.
Nice.
Oh my fucking god.
Stop pretending this is not literally the greatest thing in the history of ever, Asmongold, okay? Everyone watching this knows that this is probably the peak of gaming. And this is why BeTheZdA fanboys
just get
exist.
harder. I mean, I get a good deep breath and I get back into it. In fact, I love this mod so
Same.
much that I even got the Dreaming Star Artifact Vision Replacer. That's right, whenever I touch an artifact, I don't see those dumb, stupid lights and sounds. I see something far more beautiful.
Let's go,
Shit, it's
baby.
here. God, that's so...
It makes sense. I'm not even questioning
This is
it.
fucking dude. I feel like if you imagine what it would be like if you installed these mods on somebody's computer without them knowing, whenever they first start playing the game,
They would be
and
thankful.
they just think this is normal. They're like, "What did you see?" Well, it's not on the options. So we've got a
Nice. MRX
somebody
video.
link me
It is
this.
what
I
it
want to
is.
Look at this. There's apparently new mods
MXR, I'm
for
sorry.
Starfield.
I call him MRX, and you would just have to literally deal with that because it's better than an MXR. MRX way cooler. I'm giving that tip for you free, by the way.
Of Starfield modding, and boy has it really ramped up. I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know, all the most important mods out of the hundreds that have already been uploaded, because God bless Starfield, but it is not a perfect game. No,
trash.
it's not.
You know what's the irony? Like, look at how long did it take for a bunch of modders. AK, you kind of need like 10 mods or something like that, and the game is actually like pretty good. Honestly, right? Well, there's no dialogue overhaul, which is desperately needed. But you know, inventory. By the way, I'm saying inventory, but I actually don't find the inventory that bad. I guess I'm specially stupid because of that, but I don't find the inventory that problematic. You know, there's graphics mods, lighting mods, everything. The only problem is, you know, installing a mod takes effort, and I'm not gonna do it because of that.
By the way, thank you so much for the phenomenal release of episode 1. I haven't felt this happy doing YouTube in many years. It genuinely feels like the happiest reunion I can possibly imagine. First up, boring stuff out of the way, but get Mod Organizer 2. This is the last time I'm going to say it. You're going to regret it.
You need a mod organizer? Holy shit!
Yeah, I actually had this for Fallout New Vegas. It didn't work half the time.
Don't listen.
I don't remember what I had for Fallout New Vegas, but I did use some 2 specific mods. I don't remember why, but I needed them. They weren't even graphics mods.
Installing things manually, not worth it. Get
Probably
Mod
a good
Organizer
idea.
2. There's
So
a
is the mod organizer a lot like CurseForge for WoW?
beta release out
pretty much,
for
I
Starfield
guess.
on their Discord. Number
Yeah,
2,
okay.
the Starfield script extender is out. For modding veterans, need I say more? Just about half of all future mods are going to need this, so might as well get it now. Okay, so now bear with me, okay? There were a lot of UI mods that came out. This is going to go by real quick. I'm going to use few words as possible,
Okay.
right? Like Kevin from The Office. Compact UI. Vanilla UI, fat. Bulky. Non-efficient. This UI, slimmer. Can be even more.
Oh, it's thinner. Yeah, why is it so big? Yeah.
Good question.
Slim if want. Affect everything.
That's a good point.
Buy, sell, ship. Is this confusing? Does this make sense to you guys? Am I making this too simple? But wait,
console. Oh,
mission
yes,
UI
true.
also fat. Here come compact mission UI.
What's this?
Same do, but mission. Okay, enough of that. Starfield can be a very intimidating game
God.
at the start because of the sheer amount of clutter.
Dude. I never complain about this, but I think it's time. The fact that Skyrim is... There's so much stuff. It's like every single location you go to is a frat house, okay? There's not a single clean fucking place in Starfield. I almost said Skyrim. Sky Starfield Rim. Okay? There's not a single place like this. And you need to use your stupid light that actually shows you what's interactable. And guess what? None of this is good, because you think like 0.5 kilograms that costs 300 is good? No, it's not actually. It's stupid.
And items that are everywhere. It's beautiful, but it's also a looting hell.
Yep.
What is a
It's
Grendel?
so bad.
What's that? What's a Grendel?
Yep.
Is that like a
Yep.
Smeagol? Is that like a Dobby? Oh.
It's a
gun.
gun,
Yeah, no, I think he's right about this for sure.
This is
Those things are so
definitely-
fucking annoying, having to figure out every single little thing,
Yeah.
etc.
You literally have no idea what you're picking up. Or why should you even need to pick it up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is a genetic sample bottle?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that somebody's...
'Cause I remember thinking, like, at the beginning of the game, maybe I might need these things
Yeah,
that could
same.
have a practical
Literally
use,
same, yeah.
but they don't have any text to them.
Yep. It's stupid.
That's why there's icon sorting tags. And this is simply just going to tell you what kind of item you're picking up with the addition of a simple icon. And this is going to apply across the board. Vendors, looting, and I'm not going to lie, he gets very oddly...
That's actually very convenient and
Yeah.
super useful. Wow, that's perfect.
But again, the fact that BeTHeZdA didn't have this sorted out in the launch, it's like, did anyone play this game, or did you make AI to play this game for you? Because it's dumb. Like, there's 100 mods already out in one day that fix pretty much everything, and they're made like by probably 20 people in total. BeTHeZdA should literally fire everyone who worked on this shitty game and just hire the people who made the mods instead, and bam, you got a 10 times better product probably. How can people mod in better graphics than BeTHeZdA launches with? Explain that to me.
specific. This right here, that's
Yeah.
a fucking succulent. Okay, he has
True.
a succulent icon. Every
Yeah.
consumable will tell you exactly what it does if you
Oh,
pay
wow.
attention to the icons. Okay, now don't get mad at me here. It's just how the game works. But within the span of only 2 days, compact inventory UI was replaced by the star UI inventory. That's right, nullified, rendered useless in 2 days. That's how fast the modding community is
Yep,
moving right now.
obviously.
We have a fully functional, complete overhaul of the UI within just a week of the game's release.
What?
Guys,
Yeah.
we're talking a summary
People say that this is really good. I don't know. I haven't actually seen it.
of the quantity and weight of each category
wow.
in your inventory.
That's good.
How is it possible that this happens? One guy, like, a guy just does this?
Yep.
And not only compactness, but the addition
Oh
of
my god, this is insane.
Yeah, look at
I
this.
wish I had this.
property columns that are sortable. We're talking about extremely useful information.
Yeah, by the way, when I first logged into this game and I played it and I had like a bunch of things, I actually wanted to sort it by something. But guess what? You can't. You can't. It's stupid.
Like damage,
And you can just click on it?
DPS, mass, value, and
Dude,
even
yes.
value
Yes,
per
all
mass.
the yes.
I don't think I need to tell you how
Oh,
important this is if you're a true gamer. And if that's too much, you can even minimize them whenever you want. And if that's too little, you can even add more properties. Everything from weapon
Bruh. Does weapon
types
damage
to
type
rarity
honestly
to
matter?
contraband. You could make your inventory a whole ass Excel spreadsheet if you wanted to. And
That's
even
my
more
kind of
quality
game,
life
boys.
Features. If you're at a vendor, you can display how many of these items you have already in your
Right.
cargo
Yeah.
that you already own, and even the option to transfer entire categories of items between your cargo and inventory. This is great for material.
That is amazing. That alone
Yeah,
makes it
because
worth
clicking
it.
on everything is annoying. Yeah, that's true.
Feels because
By the way, the reason BeThEZdA doesn't add these things, it's because they know the modders are gonna make it day one. They make the bare bones minimum, and then they tell you, be happy about this, you absolute animal. It is what it is.
you were probably gonna do that anyways. And you can also set it so that it doesn't transfer anything that's already favorited. There's other things like the scroll bar.
The game's been out for a week. How have they already thought of all of these things?
Some of this was
is
all
wider.
baked too, I
You've
think.
tried to grab onto that baby in the
This is
vanilla version,
incredible.
and you've missed several
Yeah.
times. Okay,
It's like, by
don't-
the way, what does restore 3 health mean? Is that like a passive effect? You have no idea until the point you actually compare it with a healing pack.
Don't lie to me. I know you did. Okay, it happened to me too. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's fatter now. It's nice and thick. It's
oh my
grabbable.
God, that looks good.
I use the scroll, I don't relate.
Now,
That looks so
just
good.
Get a good handful of that scroll bar. Yeah. You even make it go faster, too. It's all customizable in the innie. You take 10 scrolls to get to the bottom, I take 3.
So did they just release the game and they're like, well, you
Yes.
know, if it doesn't work, somebody
Yes.
in the community will fix it
Yes.
so we don't have to.
This is why I hate BeThEZdA, by the way. They literally release half-baked shit because they know that someone's gonna mod it. But the reality is, like, 5% of the player base is ever gonna download a single mod. Because as long as something requires any effort, like, if you got 100 people and you told them you need to write and mail a letter to this place, and you get 1 million, half of those people wouldn't do that because it's too much effort. You know? And downloading mod is the same thing but worse because it requires you to open files and shit. So no
And
one's
they
gonna do it.
We are not the same. And while we're at it, why not also enhance the dialogue interface? This is going to widen dialogue lines, so some lines don't take up 2 lines. It's going to center it, and it's also going to eliminate the black background for a subtle text
I like
shadow
the
for
black
improved readability.
background.
Now that is definitely debatable though, because in some lighter settings, it still does kind of disappear a little bit.
Yeah,
and I
I've
think this
never-
one's
it's
going to
never
come
bothered
down
me.
to mostly personal preference
Yeah, I
and
think the current one's
customizability,
fine.
as the
Definitely.
INI allows you to modify it in any which way possible, including making the text smaller, larger, right-centered, change the space between
So
the
it's like
lines,
Microsoft
change the
Word.
font. You can even
Okay.
add the background back, change its opacity, even its color.
Maybe maybe what I have to do is I'll have to set the quest text, the font to the World of Warcraft text, and maybe then I'll enjoy the quests.
And just
Okay,
look
Chief.
at all of this custom TN. I mean, the options are truly
Yeah.
limitless here. This is really a do whatever the fuck you want to do kind
Cool.
of mod.
Right.
But this
Cool.
next mod is truly a game changer. If there's any one mod you should be taking from this episode, it is
What's
this.
this?
Do not sleep on this. It's called undelayed menus. You see, the reason why the UI feels so clunky,
No way.
slow, and just overbearing is because of all the animations and pauses that occur between
Yep,
them.
it's
Vanilla
stupid.
Starfield is rough, man. Navigating the wide-ass menus are time-consuming enough, but put all these delays and animations in between that, I'm not gonna lie, I rarely wanted to open my inventory and do any sort of management.
Oh
Because
wait,
it
how does he have 1,000 inventory space? It's a mod?
Probably. Welcome to the world of
I
modding
want
and
you guys
BeThEZdA.
to never fucking complain about me exploiting in this game ever again. Okay? I don't want to ever fucking hear this shit ever again.
felt so slow. This mod fixes that. Gets rid of that bullshit. By the time you've opened your menu and gone to the right place in your inventory, I've already done that like 3 times. And you know how when you're
Jesus.
navigating through the planets and stuff and you want to
Oh, it's so bad.
you have to press tab like 7 times
Yeah,
just
it's
to get
so
there.
bad.
And then that's why they
Yeah.
added the feature to just hold tab to get back in the game immediately. But then for some reason added like another half-second delay pause before that even happens. That's gone
I
now
just spam
too.
it.
Just hold tab and you're out. You're
I didn't
out.
know there's
no
a whole-
waiting. This genuinely makes the
Dude, when I first needed to fly to Crete or whatever planet that was, the first one, it took me roughly 3 minutes to figure out that I actually need to read the garbage right here, and then it says like hold X to fly, and I'm like clicking on the planet, and it's like, do you wanna untag this thing? It's like, what the fuck? I'm clicking on the planet. Why me not go to planet? What happened? And it's like, oh, hold X to actually... It's so stupid.
the game so much more
Stupid
playable.
out
It's
of
not
10,
even
what
funny.
can I say?
I cannot.
How is this a mod? Like, I can't believe this. This is insane. How the fuck is this even? How is this even possible?
Why do you think there's still like 10k people playing Skyrim? Because their experience is not Skyrim anymore, okay? Though their experience is like Metal Gear Solid 25 at this moment. There's people playing COD Modern Warfare 2 5, okay? That's why. Because modding exists. And those people are insane.
Oh. Todd did it on purpose? Why?
I'll play this game without it. Seriously. Now let's change the player health bar with enhanced player health bar. And it's simply going to change your health bar color at 75% health, 50%, and then 25%.
I guess that's
versus
nice.
vanilla.
Oh,
That's nice.
yeah, why don't they have that? Yeah.
Because it requires effort.
Where it only turns red at around
At
like
least it's like a
40%,
setting.
and then that's about as much warning as you're gonna get. It's nice to be more aware of the progress of my death. But you know when I'm truly dying? When I run across an expert lock and I'm just like...
Why? Just do it.
Is it this one? Do I start with this one?
What?
Maybe
No,
that one?
you just do it.
I don't know. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah. 10 rounds later, you're like, wait a sec.
Bro, do
Fuck!
people fuck these up?
Yeah. You need to learn them. I
You got,
fucked
like,
the
no
first one
undos,
up
no more
also.
digipicks left, and you're like, shit.
Yes?
Look, I'm not...
And the thing about the digipicks is like, you have no idea what does that mean. You think it's like one and you try one time. By the time you actually figure... Well, it's the literal first time you do it, you figure it out. But still, by the time you actually figure it out that, wait a minute, everyone consumes one of them, is like, oh, this is bad.
saying
Well, stop
this is
it.
cheating or anything, but like, let's say if every single digipick you went up to kind of looked like this.
Oh my god.
Smart.
Fisher Price lockpicking.
This is
I
good.
wonder.
Nice. Smart.
I don't know where this one's gonna go.
I mean, someone's still gonna find a way to fuck
Oh
this
my
up.
god, security level expert. If you're having trouble lockpicking and you can't figure it out, auto slot the first one if you can't do it, because the auto slot won't fuck up the future ones. Like, I've never had this problem. I've done like multiple master locks. I've never had this issue. Like, there's been times where it's taken me a bit of time. Sure. But
I
damn.
kind of don't believe that,
hey.
by the way.
Hey.
Oh, it
Yeah.
fits.
We'll put that one there,
Easy
and then that one there.
digipick.
Oh my god. Oh, look at me. I am such a
Oh my
lockpicking
fucking
extraordinaire. You know, obviously
15
this is going
XP
to be
for
for
nothing.
everyone. It's just going to be
Jesus.
for the people that don't want to play the same minigame 17,000
Jesus.
times and would rather spend their time doing other things, which is perfectly reasonable. You know,
Oh
I'm
my
not going to
God.
judge if you get this mod, but I will judge you for getting this next mod.
What
and
is
that
this?
is the Dreaming Star main menu replacer. Look, the two anime girls shaking the asses were great. Great. But it wasn't lore friendly. Or dare I say, immersive.
It was
really took me out
immersive.
of the space theme every time I started the
What the
game
fuck?
up. Now this gives me the wonderment of space. And
Wait, what?
occasionally a boner. We just look at those planets. My god, they're just...
Wasn't this the start?
Oh my god.
Wasn't this the start of the video? I'm sorry. I'm feel lost. What?
So this is why people. Oh, well, you know what?
Oh,
all of
I
this,
get
controvers-
it. Let's skip in
Oh
that
my
case.
fucking god.
Yeah, this is literally the bot here because click. Well, it's not clickbait, but it's view bait. I do the same thing with my other
Jesus.
videos.
and I just get harder. I mean, I get a good deep breath and I get back into it. In fact, I love this mod
Okay, we're
so
skipping
much
all of
that I
that.
even got was incredible,
Yeah.
like a dream or a vision.
Don't go
Clearly.
having an experience on me.
Oh, I had an experience, all right. A full body or
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Sure don't look like much.
It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month.
It truly changes the entire meaning of the game, and that's not even a joke.
They're
hey,
still
if you
there.
want some
True,
in-game
true.
waifus, we're not quite
Okay.
there yet. You know, baby steps.
I'm
Let's
sure
start
they'll
with
figure that out
improving
soon.
the eyes of everybody with the Eyes of Beauty. Logram's Eyes of Beauty have always been the standard for eye mods across all BeThEZdA games. It could be because each
I don't see a difference at the moment,
Textures.
by the way.
I mean, it looks about the same to me. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
same.
Be honest, I think it looks about the fucking same.
is drawn and assembled by hand.
Yeah.
And
But I get if this is such a bad comparison because you will notice the difference on the really bad looking NPCs that go like this. You know, that's where you're gonna notice the difference. Bet.
even has photographic evidence of his hand literally drawing the eyeballs. You know,
Higher-
vanilla
yeah.
eyes are very striking, sharp. They stick out just like in all
Oh,
BeThEZdA
now I
games.
see the
swear to God, they
difference,
just kind of
kinda.
recycle the same texture. But his eyes have soul. They have character. I can stare into them and get lost in the universe. The largest star systems are not the ones that we're exploring, but the ones
so fucking stupid.
in these eye textures that he is
God.
drawing. They're just so rich
But
with
there's the
detail, yet
games.
so human, and I can't
It is
recommend
what
these
it
eye
is.
textures more,
Jesus.
as I do in basically every BeThEZdA game. Now, as with every BeThEZdA game, we always have this kind of vote of who made the most attractive face with the character creation, and you're
Smart.
probably curious
Nice.
as to who it is for Starfield, and that would be, drumroll please, Hannah, a Korean female preset. That's right, folks. This is the most popular face out
Obviously.
right now.
Oh my
12,000
God.
downloads, 65.
12,000?
I mean, it deserves more. By the way, but 12,000 from 6 million players. Yeah, my estimate of 5%, maybe at best, was probably even too. Well, from active players, I guess 5% would be more or less accurate. But you see how unpopular mods are, and that's because you need to install them, and they sometimes don't work, and then you're clueless, and then you get mad, and then you don't play the game. But this
Holy shit!
is quality.
5K views. Here she is in different
Oh
lighting
my
conditions
God.
because I don't want to oversell
Yes.
her beauty, because God knows in BeThEZDA's
I mean,
lighting
still,
conditions,
yes, I
someone
guess.
can go from like a 9 out of 10 to a 1 out of 10. Well,
Yeah, true.
congratulations, sir. You are this year's winner. There are now 10,000
Jesus.
people walking around as a Korean female. What does that
Smart.
say about us Starfield players?
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm a female. It's Starfield.
And now, finally,
Bro, like, this shit is just like the most. Like. This is just some real down bad shit. I don't
Yeah.
even know what to say.
That's why he's demonetized on YouTube.
Yeah, the zoom? Yeah, what the fuck? It's only been 1 week.
Also, it doesn't look like he's gonna show one of the most important mods in this game, and that is the color filter removal mod, which I have seen. And man, let me tell you, just a little bit of color palette correction, aka removing the disgusting green hues from the land and whatnot, and whatnot. The game looks actually pretty good, but BeThEZdA decided to make the game look bad on purpose at the start, I guess. Yeah.
one really, really crucial change before we close out this episode.
And
You know,
what's
since
that?
there really aren't that many waifus, really Sarah is one of our only few options.
she's-
You know,
Yeah,
I'm really
that's
shocked she
sad.
hasn't left my ass, considering I pissed her off about 17,000 times per play session. You know, many of you are trying to romance her right now, probably. So this mod's
Well,
gonna
you
be
can
They need a mod where it allows you to hit her and every other companion, including the child, really, really hard.
get 15% extra experience, to be fair.
really, really essential for you, and it's called Round Butt Sarah. You know, 16 times butt details for the waifu. Now, is it true? Is it really 16 times detail?
No.
Or is he pulling a Todd Howard?
Bruh! Bruh! I'm done. I'm so done. I'm actually done. I am beyond done. This
I
is
just, like-
donezo. The dunnest of the duns. To be fair, that looks kind of wrong. I'm not gonna lie, I'm intrigued, but I understand that this looks kind of wrong. This looks like a BBL gone wrong, boys. Jesus Christ. Oh, by the way, has anyone noticed the amount of videos on Twitter where women get those BBLs and then they walk in a public place and they're like literally glancing around to check how many men are looking at their direction, and then no one looks, and you can literally see their spirit leave their body after no one looks at them after doing something that potentially risks your life. It is wild and hilarious. Am I the only one, by the way, who likes something that you slap and it's like this sound? And yes, if you're new to this channel, I have trained to make this sound with my hand when hitting. When this sound happens, but it's not like this. It's not going out like this. We're not talking about this situation. Am I the only one?
Did you expect? I don't know. And you know what the funny thing about this is?
Everything.
I bet that pretty soon this mod is going to be one of the most downloaded mods. It's probably going to be more popular than the inventory, organizer. I'm downloading it right now.
You know why mods are, by the way, so great? Because if you every single one of us has probably every single one of us has probably been in that situation when you go to work and there's two women. One has an absolutely scrumptious behind. It's like it's beautiful. It's perfect in every way possible, and those hips to boot. Okay, but she doesn't have a good front. It's kind of plain. It's kind of boring. And then there's that that other woman who has a beautiful, perfect front, but not really a good back. And you wish you could combine both of the best things about them, and none of them are her personality, by the way, obviously. And that's what you get from modding, technically.
Here. Well, I took 16 hours to conduct extensive research on the polygonal detail that was injected here, and I can indeed conclude that Sarah does, in fact, have that dumpy, though.
Oh my fucking
Look, I can confirm, as the most trusted mod reviewer on YouTube, I give this my stamp of approval. Well, I'm running off to MXR Plays now.
Obviously. Anyway, this was QuizerSense. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.